Sup nerds, it's another Thursday, which means we got more free games. Last week it was F1 Manager, but for whatever reason us nerds in Brazil were not allowed to claim that. But this week we got 2 free games to claim until February 27. We got Garden Story and World War Z Aftermath. Not only so, but if you get Epic Games app for Android phones through their site because it is not available on Play Store, you can log in with your existing Epic Games account, and there they will give you 2 paid games for free, being able to claim them from the 20th of every month until the 20th of the next month. So 2 paid games for free every month? That's fantastic. I didn't talk about this last month, but we did get Bloons TD6 and Dungeon of Endless Apogee. And as you can see here, I did get both last month and then uninstalled it from my phone to make some space, but I can still install whenever I want through their Epic's app. And they do send you an email saying that you claimed it, so it is claimed forever. And this week, the free games are Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Knights of the Old Republic 2. 2 very fantastic games to have, and a very awesome second month really. But anyway, that's just something that I thought I would let you all know, since we all love free stuff. But I'll probably not make any first impressions / short review videos on Android games, just because I don't like playing on my phone too much. It is one of the older models that heat up quite a bit, and I don't have an Android handheld. If I did have one, I would probably do it, but alas, for now I don't. So maybe in the future, who knows. But today, on this particular video, we will be talking about World War Z Aftermath. The Garden Story will be for another video, maybe for tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But for now, let's just talk about zombies. So first things first, the base game of World War Z was given away back in 2020, I think, by Epic Games. I did play that quite a bit with my friends back then, and it was a lot of fun. Then we just stopped because eventually they gave us another game that we were all hyped out more about. I don't remember if it was GTA 5 or Ark Survival Evolved, but we did get quite a few decent games back then. So we kind of moved away from World War Z and just kind of forgot about all of that. Until last week when we saw World War Z Aftermath was going to be given away by Epic Games again. And I honestly thought that perhaps Aftermath was a sequel, but it wasn't. When I came to claim it today on Epic Games, it said that I already had the base game and that this will upgrade that. But if you go to their store page, Aftermath is shown as a base game. So I was a little confused and I did look it up on Google to see if it was a sequel or a DLC. And Google tells me that it's neither a sequel nor a DLC, but it's a new DLC. I don't know what that means, but from reading the rest of that answer, I assume Aftermath is like a bundle deal in which they give you the base game World War Z and all the DLCs that came up to that point. All that into a single convenient purchase, which of course they're calling Aftermath, and now their new base game. But it is weird and confusing that the real base game, just World War Z, without the Aftermath, is still listed on their store page and you can still purchase it. So if you are gonna call the Aftermath the new base game, then why keep the old one around to make it confusing? I don't understand. But anyway, that's just something that I thought was funny / interesting. Now to talk about the game itself. There's not too much to talk about really. A lot of people say that Back 4 Blood is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. Not a lot of people like Back 4 Blood though. But before Back 4 Blood was a thing, there was World War Z. And I did play this quite a bit with my friends back in 2020 like I mentioned before, and we all thought that this was the definitive Left 4 Dead spiritual successor. Much like in Left 4 Dead, it is a mission-based co-op game which allows 4 players to play together, and if you have less than 4 people, the remaining spots are filled up with less than stellar bots. The game is separated into episodes, each of which have several chapters that you go through. Each chapter is a different map, and in it you and your friends or bots do have to make your way to objectives so that in the end of the chapter you can either make it to a safe house or to a means of escape. All the while there will be zombies coming at you, and sometimes the hordes in this game can be pretty impressive in numbers. Not only so, but there are special zombies of course, just like in Left 4 Dead. And you can find more weapons along the way, health packs, steam packs, explosives / incendiary ammo, etc, etc. So all in all, quite a bit like Left 4 Dead, yeah? But that's not all. They decided to improve on all that by adding a ton of stuff. One of the stuff that they did add a ton of is of course characters. so that it's not just the 4 and you end up with a character that you don't want just because your other 3 friends did get dibs first on the ones they did like. But back when we played World War Z last time, there weren't this many, so it's pretty cool that they have been adding a lot more to this game and that we do have a lot more choices now. Not only so, but you can get skins for each characters and accessories to personalize their look, which of course customization is always fantastic. It does require you to get credits though, but they are all in-game currencies, except these golden outline ones. Those are actual money purchases, I think. Not only so, but there are also classes in this game, each with a skill tree. None of the classes are character specific, so you can look however you want and play whichever class that you want. That said, the skills in here are also unlocked with the same credits that I mentioned before. And you can see there's quite a few classes and quite a few skills each. The level cap of each class is 30, so there is quite a bit of stuff to unlock, and again to personalize to your liking. Then there's the weapons. There's quite a few here. Tiers 1 through 3, you can level them up the more you use them, and the more you level them up, the more skins you can unlock for them, and also perk slots, which cost the same credits that we talked about once you get to a certain level. But the perks themselves, you do have to unlock those too. They do have requirements of levels and whatnot, but after unlocking, I presume you will have to purchase them with credits as well. There are other weapons like explosives and heavies and so on, and those you will find them around the map, and you won't be able to reload them. Once you use them up, they're gone. And you can't really level these up to unlock perks and whatnot. There are also 3 types of melee weapons, light, medium, and heavy, and you can choose whichever you want, which is pretty cool. Speaking of weapons, another thing they improved is of course that right-clicking does make you aim, which is something Left 4 Dead back in the Source Engine days didn't have. I mean, you could look through a scope of a sniper, but that was it. Here, even with a pistol you can aim, which is honestly a very small thing, but it makes a world's difference in making the game feel a lot more modern than Left 4 Dead. Real quick though, just one thing that I forgot to mention, when I stopped playing World War Z, there was only 4 episodes out, and here it goes all the way to 7, with 8 and 9 being purchasable DLCs. So I assume episodes 5 and 7 were DLCs that were included with the Aftermath. It is important to note that there's also cross-platform in this game, so PC players can play with PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X players as well. And it's just always super nice to see cross-platform going on lately. Aside from co-op stuff, there's also multiplayer stuff. Now, I haven't played too much of it here, but as you can see, there are quite a few modes that are classic modes of the online multiplayer shooter games, for the most part at least. But there doesn't seem to be a mode in which you can play as zombies on this one, as you could in Left 4 Dead, as the classes that appear here are all human and also notably different from the classes in co-op, so there's that. But all in all, this game, the graphics are definitely polished, gameplay is like a modern Left 4 Dead, there are a ton of stuff to unlock and personalize, so for free, definitely worth the pickup. The only thing negative that comes to mind is of course that if you are going to try to unlock everything, then things will definitely get repetitive. Playing a chapter on easy gets you 250 credits if you beat it, and that is like 1 skill or half of 1, depending on the skill. We did play through the 4 episodes a few times back in 2020 I think, and I was able to get Fixer to the level cap of 30 and my Gunner to level 18. So, if you stick to one class, doing one playthrough you should be able to max it out without it getting repetitive. But once you get into trying out everything and unlocking a bunch of stuff, it definitely will take a few playthroughs, and I'm not sure that 7 episodes is enough to make this your main game. At least not for several months I think. But again, for free, it's definitely a lot of content and a lot of fun that you can have with your friends. Even if not a main game contender, definitely a side game that you can play with your friends whenever everyone's online. Or if you want, even to play alone, with bots, or even matchmake with randoms online. It's still great fun and I do have fond memories of it. In fact, I might call some buddies up to play this again during the weekend. But here we are on the Rog Ally. The first time you do turn it on, even on the computer, you do have to wait around a bit for them to load all the shader cache. So yeah, it will take a few minutes, it might take a while, you just have to wait. But it's only on the first time that you do boot in. It did take a good like 12 minutes or so, but here we are. It did finish with the shaders. I'm connecting to World War Z services. Hopefully it doesn't stop right here.
12 seconds later.
What? Retry.
2 seconds later.
What if I press skip? There you go. At least we can play offline, but I'm not too sure what that is all about. Yeah, so my Wi-Fi is on. No connection to online services. Yeah, co-op campaign, even though it's offline. Let's see how well this does. So apparently it can't go online. Oh, public. Is that what it is? I don't know. But we'll see how it plays. And then we'll go from there. I'm just not sure how well it will handle the hordes, because like when a horde comes, it's a lot, you know. Look at that. It is going at 17 frames per second, which is not great, but I am on silent mode, so we could change that in a bit here. But I mean, it is now 29 without the horde. It is 20, 27, 24. It's definitely not bad at all, especially if you take it into account that it is on silent mode right now. 27 frames per second standing by, 24 when moving around. It's definitely not bad. Oh crap, it's not what I meant to do. Sorry guys. Yeah, so Y changes weapon. Pretty good to know. X reloads, B crouches, A maybe is interact? No, X is. A, I expected it to be like jump, but there's no aim assist here. So on the controls it is a little awkward to aim. Yeah, but it plays really well, guys. 48 FPS, and this still on silent mode. I'm pretty impressed. Fantastic game to play on a handheld. Like I said, the aiming is a little awkward, but definitely not too bad of a game to play this well. Running that well on silent mode, I think it's fantastic. We'll have to see how well it handles at the horde scene. Oh, that is a heavy. I just mentioned it, now I went to 2018. Yeah, because look how many zombies there are. I think that is why it's starting to go down in frame rate, which is not ideal, but we'll see how it goes. The good thing about silenced weapons is that, oh shit. You have to hold to get to the heavy. What is that? Mice? Yeah, that's a swarm of mice. Oh crap. That's obviously supposed to be a hunter from Left 4 Dead. Machine gun. We'll have to set that up at some point. now is gonna be like a ton of zombies right there on us, so we'll see how much frame rate drop we'll get. This is the very first episode, and with this first episode they show you right off the bat that it is, as much as it is like Left 4 Dead, it goes well beyond. Look at all that. Oh, don't know what happened there. Oh, it's a bull. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. Like, yeah, the frame rate dropped a little, but even with all those zombies around us, it wasn't too bad, you know? So definitely, if you are looking for something to play on silent mode, this is very doable. This is not too bad at all. Oh, right bumper is melee. But yeah, I got distracted there playing this. But yeah, it is pretty fun. For whatever reason, I can't connect online while on Rog Ally. It does play offline pretty well. So if you are wanting to play this like outside, I guess, while you're waiting for something, I don't know if you take your Rog Ally, I don't. But if you take your Rog Ally with you while you're waiting for something, like a doctor's appointment or something, then, I mean, this could be something to play waiting. Definitely pretty fun. It does play on silent, so it does save up battery quite well. We played about 25 minutes and we're at 72% battery, so you know, it is a fantastic game to play, I think. So we're back here again, and it turns out it does connect to the internet now. It was that thing to allow on your network and whatnot. We did click allow, and now it does connect. We are connected. We can go on multiplayer, we can go on co-op campaign, do online private if you want. You can invite your friends. I was thinking it was really good, even just the offline co-op on the Rog Ally, but now we can fully go online with it. It makes this super awesome, especially for free. But yeah, the frame rate didn't drop too much either, even with the hordes. It's definitely playable on silent, which is fantastic. If you want better performance, you can go up, I guess, but I do like to test on silent mode just to have an idea of how well it will run things, how well weaker devices might run this, you know. So yeah, for free, definitely a fantastic pickup, even to play on the computer with your friends, or you know, to have it on your Rog Ally or other handheld PC. I do think it's a great time passer, you know? Definitely not really a main game, because like I said, it does get repetitive after a while, especially if you did play through all of the episodes. Definitely a fun game to just play around and to kill time and stuff. It's definitely worth it. And yeah, that was all I had to show you. We still have to do Garden Story, and I will probably play through that and record stuff today, but the video for that might be out tomorrow or the day after, depending on how things go. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, consider helping the channel out by becoming a member by pressing join down below, subscribe to see more videos like this and videos of in-game collections in my channel, but as always nerd on.